Take a deep breath in and let it out. Welcome to our latest explainer. Today, we're actually slowing things down a bit. We're going to explore something that perfectly blends the busy, often chaotic reality of our daily routines with a profound sense of inner peace. We're looking at the brand identity of Zenfull Heart. This isn't just about fabric and threads, it's an exploration of how we can literally wrap ourselves in mindfulness before we even step out the front door.
Okay, let's dive into this. I want you to think about the ritual of getting dressed every morning. Usually it's just about utility, right? Or maybe it's about fashion or just checking what the weather's doing outside. But what if we completely reconsidered the daily purpose of our wardrobe? What if, instead of just covering up, the act of putting on a shirt was actually an act of setting an intention? What if your clothing was a deliberate, grounding message directed straight to your own soul?
And that provocative question brings us right to the overarching mission of the Zenfull Heart storefront. Their philosophy is bold, but it's simple. More than clothing, it's a message. They're intentionally elevating everyday apparel, specifically the humble t-shirt, into actual tools for emotional well-being. It's a really fascinating shift in perspective, isn't it? Turning an ordinary object into a canvas for inner transformation and daily support.
So, part 1, more than just clothing. The creators of Zenfull Heart state very clearly who they're speaking to here. People who feel deeply, who sense energy, and who trust their intuition. And this brilliantly illustrates that whole concept. Because of that sensitivity, the wearer is invited to take an active role. Embody the energy you want to feel. You aren't just passively buying a shirt, you're making a conscious choice about the state of mind you want to project and experience throughout your day. It's about not waiting for the world to dictate your mood, but rather choosing your energy right out of your closet.
Let's break down this foundational concept. The source material describes these products as wearable reminders of calm, kindness, and emotional connection. Think of them as wearable intentions. They aren't just pieces of cotton, they're messages specifically designed to uplift the heart and gently support the soul in everyday life. In the rush of a busy day, simply looking down at your shirt or catching your reflection in a window can serve as this immediate, gentle anchor right back to your center.
Which brings us to part 2, the mindfulness messages.
Let's pick up the energy here and look at exactly how they achieve this. Look at these snappy, fantastic slogans. Highly meditated, source energy loading, inhale gratitude, inhale exhale. They are short, punchy, and incredibly intentional. If you're feeling depleted, a shirt that says source energy loading reminds you that, hey, it's okay to recharge. A shirt declaring highly meditated playfully reclaims your mental space. And inhale gratitude is literally an instruction manual for finding peace in a stressful moment. I really want to single out this specific deluxe tee message. Mindset is everything. It's such a simple phrase, but as a wearable intention, it acts as a visual anchor. Just imagine wearing this. Every single time you glance down, you're reminded that your perspective, your mindset, is the ultimate filter for your reality. It's a powerful, persistent nudge to keep your thoughts constructive and your heart open.
Let's shift gears into our next thematic bucket in part 3, self-love and resilience.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it shifts the focus. While the previous slogans focused on calming the mind, this collection of messages is all about encouraging inner strength and acting as an energetic shield against daily stressors. Self-love equals peace, heavy on self-love, believe in yourself, choose you. These aren't just affirmations to whisper in a mirror, they are declarations you wear on your chest. By wearing Choose You, you're setting an external boundary and an internal standard for how you'll let others treat you, and honestly, more importantly, how you'll treat yourself. And then we have this incredible message, you can do hard things. Think about your own life for a second. Think about the struggles you've overcome and the sheer resilience it took to get through them. Wearing this deluxe tee is kind of like getting a constant, reassuring pat on the back from your own wardrobe. It's a message that acknowledges the difficulty of life while simultaneously validating your strength to navigate it. Now, I have to ask you, do you protect your own energy with this kind of fierce boundary? My energy is a luxury item, not everyone can afford it. It's brilliant, isn't it? It's a bold, slightly sassy reminder that your time, your emotional labor, and your spirit are incredibly valuable resources. You absolutely do not owe your energy to every situation or every person that demands it.
And I absolutely love the high energy and tasteful humor in this popular slogan right here. I'm not weird, I'm limited edition. It completely flips the script on self-doubt and insecurity. It takes the things that make you different, quirky, or unusual and frames them as highly valuable assets.
It's confident, it's fun, and it perfectly encapsulates that whole ethos of uplifting the heart.
Moving right along, here is part 4, spreading positivity outward.
Up until now, we focused heavily on the internal. But look at how these deluxe tea messages actually project good vibes to anyone who reads them. Grateful every day. Explore more, worry less. Be you, the world will adjust. Remember the brand's stated mission of fostering emotional connection? Well, this is how it happens in practice. When you wear "Be you, the world will adjust," you aren't just empowering yourself. You're giving silent permission to the person sitting across from you on the train to be their authentic self too.
So the crucial point is perfectly captured in this slogan, "To the person behind me." While the source doesn't list the rest of the text on this specific shirt, the concept alone is just incredibly powerful. It transforms the wearer into a walking beacon of positivity for complete strangers. You are literally wearing a message intended to uplift someone whose face you might never even see. It's a radical, beautiful act of everyday kindness.
Finally, we arrive at part 5, community and accessibility. A brand's mission to spread calm and kindness is wonderful, but how accessible is it really? Well, accessibility seems to be a huge priority. As noted across their storefront, these deluxe tees are heavily featured at $33. They're actually consistently marked down from $40 or $43. By anchoring their core products at this $33 price point, they ensure that these wearable intentions, these actual tools for emotional well-being, remain attainable for their community.
Let's move to Galley and see how this builds into their broader vision. On this site, a standard "Your cart is empty" notification is juxtaposed with their invitation to join our community. They don't just want a transactional relationship with you. They invite you to receive gentle reminders, intentional drops, and uplifting messages straight to your inbox. They're actively trying to turn an isolated shopping experience into an ongoing connected community that truly supports the soul. And that brings us to our final thought. We've seen how a simple piece of clothing can be transformed into a powerful tool for mindfulness, boundary setting, and spreading kindness. So I want to leave you with this question to reflect on. What energy are you choosing to embody today? The next time you reach into your closet, remember that you aren't just putting on fabric. You have the opportunity to wear your intentions. Thank you for joining me for this explainer, and stay mindful out there.